Hello everyone, this is Alec coming to you with another Warcraft 3 audio commentary. Today I'm going to be doing a pretty epic best of 5 series. I'm going to be able to cast all 5 games because I was finally able to figure out the different map files and the map file locations, and I figured out what I was doing wrong. Like the smart man I am, for some crazy reason I was putting these custom maps like Amazonia and Last Refuge and Ancient Isles and things like that. I was putting them into my Frozen Throne file in my maps folder for Warcraft 3 when really I was supposed to be putting it into my downloads file. Smart as I am, even smart people and geniuses can make mistakes. But now I'll be able to cast this, which should be an epic series with the best of 5 ZOTAC for the ZOTAC Cup, for the 225th ZOTAC Cup, between Yumiko and probably the top Night Up player in the whole wide world, Holmes Remind. Game number 1 looks like it's going to be spawning is going to be played on Twisted Meadows, one of my favorite 1v1 maps in Warcraft 3. Especially, this is a Blizzard map, one of the very original Blizzard maps. This has been one of the very, I don't think it was in Reign, no, it was not in Reign of Chaos, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure this is just a TFT map. But one of the originals has been around, just like Echo Isles and all those original ones that everyone can remember. But anyways, let's see what both these players decide to do in Game 1 of this best of 5. Remind looks like he's going to be coming up with standard Death Knight, Demon Hunter play. Well, it looks like he's going to be dropping an Ancient of War. Doesn't look like he's going to be doing Ancient of War creeping, which I'm very surprised to see this. So maybe he's looking to do some early Demon Hunter harassment, building his Ancient of War, not building it a proxy Ancient of War over. Actually, you rarely see that camp, but sometimes you see this camp. I've even seen this camp, but normally you see the proxy Ancient of War being built, and the player has an easier time creeping and harder, more aggressively. But it doesn't look like Remind's planning to do this. Instead, he's going to bring his Demon Hunter down to try and get off some early harassment onto Yumiko. Going to get off one little hit off on that footman. Nice little cheeky hit there. The first footman of Yumiko is going to be sent out to do some scouting. He's going to scout out that Demon Hunter. He's going to scout out the non-proxy Ancient of War, and we're just going to be seeing lots of archers going to flow out of this Ancient of War. So Remind opting to go for a lot of very early archer play, not opting to go for early hero levels on that Demon Hunter. As the Archmage of Yumiko looking to do the same thing, actually, not going to be creeping, not going to be doing any sort of militia creeping. So both of these players sort of looking to do some mass tier 1 units, or maybe going to go for an early tech, or should be interesting to see. Remind starting his tier 2 tech. We may see the same thing from Yumiko as soon as he gets his gold up, because he does have the wood right now. And as soon as he gets up all that enough gold that he needs, he'll probably be starting his tech, putting up a scout tower in his base already. Nice early tower just to protect himself from any sort of early harassment. Remind already deciding to pick up a bunch of creeps from this camp right here, this mercenary camp. Nicely done bringing that wisp over there. As it looks like he's going to be picking up, oh nope, just going to hide his wisp out all over the map. A very smart plan for any Night Elf player. So yeah, so far both these players playing pretty conservatively, actually, not playing too aggressively at all. Level 1 Archmage, level 1 Demon Hunter, no experience on either player, so a bit of a slow start to boots of speed on both of the heroes. Do both of the heroes have boots of speed? No, only the Demon Hunter has boots of speed. So if that Archmage did go on a foot race against that Demon Hunter, it'd be pretty even, just because the Archmage already has that small of speed advantage over most heroes. Looks like Yumiko going to decide to do some power creeping on this orange camp, but he's going to get creep jacked here by the Demon Hunter of Remind, but it doesn't look like Remind will be able to get too much harassment done other than a couple hits off on that Archmage. We may see a surroundo on this Demon Hunter, but no, very micro by Remind. Remind just going to try and kill off a bunch of militia now. A lot of nice stuff on that, on that one footman, peasant, sorry. Able to take that one down, but did not get the creep jack on Orca Marler, and Archmage should be getting to pretty soon. We may see more footman kills, or we may see more peasant kills. I would not be surprised if we saw either of those, but it looks like Remind's just going to continue to focus them down. I would not be surprised if we saw Remind go into some bear play. Ancient Hunter's Hawk going to get dropped. There we go. We're probably going to be seeing an double Ancient Allures being dropped. Some Dryads, some Bears would all be very standard. I would highly doubt we see Druids of the Talon. And I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a second hero like a Naga Sea Witch or Keeper of the Grove or maybe a Pandaren Brewmaster. All of those are very possible strategies for Remind. As Yumiko started his tech, no, still no tech from Yumiko, so Yumiko, I'm not really sure what he's got in store with no tech just yet. Maybe he's looking to get up to that Archmage levels yet. He just doesn't have the resources just yet. Maybe he screwed up in his timings a little bit. Obviously, he was looking to get some harassment done, but not creeping as early as he should have, but unfortunately it didn't work out for him too well. And there we go, Remind going to be going for Pandaren Brewmaster, second hero, very nice hero to counter all these footmen for Yumiko, because getting that Breath of Fire can do a lot of AoE damage to all these peasants, power building a scout tower, all these footmen as they clump up like this. As you see right there, there you go, very nice little Breath of Fire there. Archmage getting very low on hit points. It looks like the Demon Hunter is going to try and chase it down. We may see some pathing though from the units of Remind, from the units of Yumiko, sorry, and almost a surrounder on the Demon Hunter, but not quite. We may see a nice Breath of Fire off on all these peasants here from Pandaren Brewmaster, but no, it's just going to get pulled over. Maybe this massive clump of units here. That'd be kind of sweet if we saw a massive Breath of Fire off on all of those that massive amount of units. We may see a surround now on this Pandaren Brewmaster. Has no items to try and TP out, and is getting a little bit trapped in that corner, but no, it looks like he will just be able to escape, because these militia do time out very quick, not very quickly, but they will do eventually time out. So I like the way Remind is playing this. He's being pretty aggressive and actually going to be going for an expansion, so he's going to be going for double Ancient of Lures and not going to be starting his tier 3 tech, because he's going to decide to go for a sort of a hidden expansion here. Wow, I've never seen this from Remind. You rarely see Remind expand like this on a map like Twisted Meadows, where especially when he's got the tech advantage on Yumiko. But obviously he's looking, maybe he's just unsure of whether he can siege this expansion, deciding to go for that secondary expansion just for safety. But it looks like it may get scouted here now by this footman of Yumiko. If Yumiko can scout this one expansion, let's see if he can scout it out. No! Yes, he catches this expansion. Oh no. That's a big disadvantage now to Remind. That's going to kill him. Now, oh, look at this, and the Archmage is going to TP over here now. Going to be able to drop a Water Elemental and probably even get the cancel off on this Tree of Life, which if he gets lucky. There we go, Water Elemental going to get dropped. Pop in the Clarity Potion as well, but this does give Remind a bit of a chance to try and siege this expansion while that Archmage is away. This is one chance to try and, should be his one effort to try and siege this expansion. This Arcane Tower going to get a lot of nice feedback damage though on this Panda and this Demon Hunter. Looks like he's going to focus down that Panda. Panda won't be able to have any Breaths of Fire anytime soon. First couple Dryads are going to come out for Remind. Those Dryads will be able to focus down those peasants and those footmen with that poison to get that maximum maximum damage over time. Still no tech from Yumiko, just staying at tier 1, just going to pump out a lot of towers, putting up lumber mills so he can put up those guard towers as well. There we go, just going to spam out towers in his own little expansion. But now the Archmage of Yumiko getting very low hit points, getting slow poison being casted on it, but it will just be chased away, as it's going to come back for more. It's interested in fighting some more, but a couple of archers going to get caught out a little bit, but a nice staff of preservation to save that one archer. Only single staff of preservation though, that Demon Hunter. As we see, a lot of peasants are falling now, not exactly very special for Yumiko. There we go, another peasant's going to fall. Looks like, no, the Archmage is going to get caught out. If the Archmage falls, there needs to TP. There we go. Archmage is going to be forced to TP, and along with all these footmen. This expansion could, oh no, very smart. Going to TP right back to his base, but probably wants to buy something. Maybe wants to buy just like a potion. Oh no, he can't really buy a potion of vulnerability, but he should probably be looking to buy some sort of a heal potion if he can. But I don't know if actually no, you can only buy heal potions from your shop if you're as a human player once you have tier 2 tech. I'm pretty sure your tier 2 tech has to be finished. So that's not really essential for Yumiko in that sense. We may see one footman get caught out here a little bit. Does the footman have to defend? I'm not sure. I don't know if the footman had to defend just yet. Sorry, I only have it on Yumiko's. I only have it on Yumiko's view there. Sorry about that. Let's see what Remind's doing. He's just going to decide to keep up that Demon Hunter, getting his first couple bears. Still, tier 3 tech should be finishing momentarily and should start that master training for those bears. There we go. Yep, there it is. Master training going to start as he's going to try and rebuild this counter expansion. This should be very interesting. Let's see what happens. And yep, it looks like Yumiko's going to finish power building all these towers. He's going to finally get this one tower up, this one expansion up, which will help him out a lot if he can actually mine out a lot. And he needs to re-kill off Tree Life. If Remind can get that power, that counter expansion up, that would be deadly against double with expansion and double ancient allures. Maybe he might even decide to put up a third ancient allure if he can get that one expansion up. That wouldn't be surprised if that's what we saw. As this Pandaren Brewmaster is going to creep up to level 3, it looks like going to have that level 2 Breath of Fire, which is really hard to try and stop. There we go, very nicely done, scouting it out with that one footman by Yumiko, very smart by him. As it looks like the bear upgrades should be finished now. Yep, the bears are rank 2 masters, now they just need their mana, and they'll be transforming into bear form momentarily. Now Remind building a bit of a proxy little shop here, a little bit out of the ordinary position, but it should be perfect to help his heroes be able to buy healing potions, be able to buy Invis potions, be able to buy Staff of Preservation, be able to buy Moonstones, things like that. Very basic items. Yumiko, very smart, going to build some farms here just to sort of act as a wall against these bears, because he sort of imagined that Remind's going to be going to the bears. Look at how much damage these towers do to the bears, and the feedback damage on these bears is massive. These bears have literally no more mana. As we're going to see more and more bears, they're just going to flow in for Remind. What's going to happen to this expansion? It looks like the expansion now is going to get rooted. Going to eat a couple trees and try and fight this footman off. Going to try and repel the footman. Let's see what's happening over the expansion now for Yumiko. Yumiko going to get a lot of damage off on this Demon Hunter, but with that rejuvenation, it's almost impossible to try and take it down. Very nice Staff of Preservation to save that one bear, but a lot of these towers going to get sieged, it looks like. Ooh, very nice Breath of Fire there by the Pandaren Brewmaster of Remind. That is a huge Breath of Fire, taking down 3 towers with that. This, a lot of, now, Yumiko sort of running out of peasants. Look at this, 2 peasants going to get, 2 more peasants going to get queued up. More water metals are going to fall, just feeding experience to these, to the Demon Hunter and the Pandaren Brewmaster of Remind. Level 3 and level 3 compared to just a level 1, level 3 Archmage. Tier 2 tech finally going to get started, about 2/3 of the way done for Yumiko. So you should be seeing a second hero like a Mountain King or maybe a Beastmaster. No, we won't see a Beastmaster. Probably a Mountain King, I would imagine. That's sort of the most standard thing. That way you can sort of, if you do get a Mountain King, you can sort of just bolt the units when they get close to the towers, then they can't run away from the towers, and they'll just take much more damage. Remind, very smart, going to take advantage of this, the anti-magic shield, and he's just going to use that so that he does not take any sort of feedback damage from those arcane towers. He's just going to retreat so that Yumiko doesn't get the chance to try and refocus the Pandaren Brewmaster. Now the Archmage, very low hit points, and the Archmage is going to fall. So there we go, another huge advantage now for Remind. 2 level 4 heroes. As soon as a couple more bears start to flow in, then that's exactly what he needs just to get that expansion. Oh wow! Now Yumiko coming in for a bit of a drop here with his Zeppelin. A very nice use of Zeppelin here. Going to drop in a bunch of footmen. Very nice Zeppelin micro. This Goblin Shredder actually tanking a lot of damage. Can do a lot of damage and tank a lot of damage. The Entangled Gold Mine for Remind is very low on hit points now. Remind going to pull back the Ancient of War, maybe it looks like, just to sort of repel this Goblin Zeppelin drop, which is really hurting him a lot, actually. He can't really have that inside his base, but very nice placement of this shop for Remind. Able to just buy up and heal up that Demon Hunter as much as he wants. Gonna buy a Staff of Preservation. Oh, there we go. As the Pandaren Brewmaster is just gonna Staff of Preservation right back. into the fight. Oh no, probably wants to use, no, does not want to be taking this kind of feedback damage on this Pandaren Brewmaster. Taking that kind of feedback damage means that much less, it just means that much less breaths of fire. Now Yumiko going to scout out this shop, knows that he needs to take this shop down if he wants to have a chance of defending his expansion. That shop is deadly when it comes to trying to defend an expansion like that. Level 4 still on the Heroes of Remind. Pandaren Brewmaster, really, I love the way he's playing this anti-magic shell strategy, just to sort of protect himself from the feedback damage of those arcane towers. Very nice. May see a staff preservation. No staff preservation on that one bear to save that one bear. It will just fall, but Breath of Fire is just going to take down more farms, going to take down more and more peasants, and really delaying mining time, to be honest. All these peasants being forced to repair and all these peasants just dying is really just delaying the mining capabilities of this expansion, as the blacksmith looks like it's as well, which will also delay a lot of the tech that Yumiko needs right now if he wants to try and come back in this game. More rejuvenation being casted across all of these bears. Nice staff of preservation on that demon hunter. Not really sure why he did that. Oh no, he staffed that demon hunter back to sort of try and kill off that Goblin Zeppelin. The Goblin Zeppelin may go down. No, and he does not manage to kill off that one Goblin Zeppelin. That's just too bad. He's just very smart, just going to drop one Dryad. Not that useful of a unit. Doesn't really need it when it comes to sieging this expansion, but really good for using that slow poison. Very good when it comes to using that slow poison on that Zeppelin to slow it down and get off that much more air damage. Yumiko really taking advantage of this Zeppelin play. Going to be able to get a lot of, save a lot of units with this Zeppelin, but more and more towers and peasants are just going to fall to the Breath of Fire, this Pandaren Brewmaster. This is really what's killing Yumiko right now, is this Breath of Fire of Pandaren Brewmaster, just constantly able to rebuy mana potions and anti-magic potions to get off as many Breaths of Fire as he possibly can. There we go, that Goblin Shredder going to fall now. That's a level 4. That's considered the same amount of experience as a level 4 creep, so that feeds a lot of experience to both of these heroes. If that Pandaren Brewmaster gets to level 3, he's going to have level 5. I mean, he's going to have level 3 Breath of Fire, which is deadly. Oh, very nice Staff of Preservation to sort of deny that little storm, that cheeky little storm bolt of that Mountain King that's going to come in for Yumiko on that Pandaren Brewmaster, and a nice mana burn just to top it off. Mountain King now will only be able to get one storm bolt, maybe even less, before he runs out of mana. If he doesn't get, nope, one more nice little cheeky bolt on that one Pandaren Brewmaster, as it's going to be forced to retreat now. More men are just going to decide to suicide themselves at that shop, making one last sort of effort to try and take down that shop. It looks like Yumiko sort of running out of ideas in this 1v1 match, the game 1 of this series. It is a best of 5, so it's not like it's just going to be one of those where Remind dominates the entire series. Obviously, Yumiko's got something up his sleeve, considering it's a best of 5. Yumiko's got to have something up his sleeve. He can't just give it away in 3 games, I hope anyways. Looks like Pandaren Brewmaster is going to get to level 5. Now this is just absolutely deadly to Yumiko. Those level 3 Breaths of Fire just rip those towers to shreds, along with those peasants making an effort to repair. 1 or 2 more Breaths of Fire will finish off the town hall as well, for that matter. And it looks like Yumiko just going to abandon this expansion for some reason. Deciding to just abandon it, so he's just going to give it away. And I think that Remind knows this. He's just going to get that one last hit on that town hall. I wouldn't even be surprised if he just decided to leave those towers just to get killed. There we go. Breath of Fire is just going to just finish off these towers, just so that Yumiko doesn't even have a chance to make an effort to try and reset that expansion. What is Yumiko planning to do now? Oh, he's got a lot of peasants capable to turn into militia. All he has is tier 2 tech. He's got a lot of, he does have a lot of resources, but is he power building something? He's losing a lot of experience, so he's obviously power building something, but I have no idea what he's doing right now. I wish like they had the StarCraft 2, they got a little production tab. You can see what everyone wants to do, but you can't really see what they want to do here. Yumiko gonna go for tier 3 tech, so maybe we'll be seeing some air air would be the perfect counter to these bears, not to these dryads, but if Yumiko decided to go for some Griffin Aviaries and go for some Griffin Riders, that'd be an insane little strategy. If he could pull this off, I highly doubt it though, as he's sort of running out of time. Remind coming in with 4 bears now. A lot of bears to coming in to probably take down this Altar of Kings as well. Do we have a double fortified armor on these buildings for Yumiko? So it'll be that much harder to siege this base. Gonna buy him a little bit more time for this tier 3 tech, but it does not look like there's much that Remind can do. Level 5 on both of Reminds. There's really not much Yumiko can do with these 2 level 5 Elf heroes. A level 5 Demon Hunter and a level 5 Pentagram Brewmaster just completely counter basically virtually any human army. It's the perfect counter to a human player. And Yumiko knows this. He knows that there's really not much that he can do and decides to call GG. So Rematch, he's going to take for Game 1 of this Best of 5 series. Stay tuned for Game 2. Hope you guys enjoyed.